Good morning. I'm going to sit there and make a Sunday brunch loaf. Okay, what you need is a big bowl, and you're going to add 1 cup of warm water and 1 package of dry yeast. I already have mine in the bowl, except that I'm using my discard where the water is. Okay, that's the difference that I am doing. My bowl is cold. Everything is cold. I doubt if I'm going to have anything warm. So this is going to take most of the day to rise. All right, we need 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm just going to add it in here. I know it'll start growing. Once you add sugar, yeast loves their sugar. Okay, so I'll stir this up. Oh, let me tilt it further down where you can see. We'll let it sit just a bit because we have to melt 1/2 stick of butter, which is 1/4 cup. See, in that last video I showed you the blooper. You might as well see some of the mistakes that go on into the kitchen. I don't hide them. I will never make a meatloaf in a loaf pan ever again. We're going to melt this butter. I was a bit concerned with everything, but they said, no, it'll work. It sure did work itself right out. Add your egg, 1 egg. We'll add the butter after, as soon as it melts. We're also going to add a teaspoon of salt. This is going to have a filling that we're going to make with it. So we've got some very interesting things coming into this. I don't need any more of these. All right, they want 4 to 4.5 cups. Okay. Still working on the butter. I'm not going to go much further until the butter is melted. See, my mother never ever made a meatloaf where she put it into a pan and baked it in a loaf pan. This was the first time I said, well, if you want a loaf pan, I'll do it. But something inside here was saying, don't do it. But did I listen? Nah. I followed the instructions. See, the more you beat this, the better. It loves to be beaten up. Now, if you don't use a discard, you're fine. I use the discard and I'll give a slight twang to this dish, this bread that I'm making. Stay there. I was going to make sourdough, but because I'm going shopping tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to make some bread because I'm going to be too busy shopping. I'm still melting the butter, if you must know what I'm doing. Now we are going to add a half a cup of flour to this. Not yet. I want to finish with the butter, then I'll add that. Okay. We're going to start adding the all-purpose. Add 1 cup of all-purpose, and we're still going to continue beating it. I got to finish dinner too. Got the dressing going. Scooch it back as far as I can. Keep you in line with what I'm doing. It's very hard on a cold day to get your bread to rise. It might take a little longer. Just be patient and it will come out. Now I am going to continue kneading this and working this in. You can go up to 4 cups of flour. All right, that is your limit on this recipe. And I will see you when we're getting ready. Okay, grease a bowl, wash the bowl out, Make sure you use hot water so it's nice and warm. You grease the bowl, put the dough into it, grease one side, then flip it over, grease the other, put it in a warm place to rise, and I'll see you when it's ready.